Meet Arnold. And again, he got into trouble. Arnold, don't be such an idiot. You have a billionaire president right in front of you. You can ask him for anything. And by the way, what did you ask for? It's a shame that this time Trump is the one mocking you. Just look at what he eats. Chips, burgers, rivers of cola. You'll kick the bucket before the end of the day. After eating Egg McMuffins and cola for breakfast, you're going to have a meeting with the security services, sign some documents, and, well, hell, screw this. Let's go have some fun around the city. It's lunchtime, and a big pizza's waiting for you, smothered in ketchup and chocolate milkshake. This is kind of boring. Maybe we should declare a state of emergency. Or I know, we could troll Kim Jong-un. Maybe we should endorse a law like every American citizen must be subscribed to Meet Arnold. Home sweet home. For dinner, we have chicken legs from KFC and, of course, more cola. Something tells me that Trump eats this way just for the image. But in reality... Oh, so that's why he takes an annual salary of just $1. You asked for his salary as a reward. You're such a maroon. So, you got your dollar, but you have to pay taxes for the whole $400,000, which is Trump's original salary, although he gives that away to federal agencies. So, Arnold, which kidney are you going to sell? Arnold, something unexpected has happened. Do you remember the movie The Devil's Double? The one where a rich boy forcibly turns another person into his double and then sends the clone instead of himself to dangerous meetings and stuff like that. So, yeah, we need you to help out one of my acquaintances. You'll replace Kim Jong-un for a day. Can you even imagine ruling a country with a population of 25 million people that obey, adore, and extol you, and only you? But to be frank, they don't have a choice in the matter. Many things that most people see as normal over here are only allowed for you over there. For example, wearing clothes from the best European designers, or eating Nutella. While you're engaged in important state affairs, your huge house is guarded by a platoon of armed soldiers, an electric fence, and a minefield. Even a nuclear explosion will be repelled by its walls, which are covered with lead rods. Now get ready, because we're going on a trip. Kim said that he wouldn't survive doing this for a second time, and it all looks pretty suspicious. So you're going instead. Your personal armored train starts its journey straight from this house. Its speed doesn't exceed 60 kilometers per hour due to the enormous weight of the cars, which are sheathed with armored plates. Just for today, all of this is in your possession. The harvest this year was quite unsuccessful, as you can see, and 10 million people may die from hunger, sure, but 15 million more will still remain. Guys, you'd better not go in there for about 20 minutes. Okay, fine, if that's for the state's security. Only the president can use the mobile toilet. All urine and stool samples are collected to monitor your health and make sure that no spy, God forbid, finds out about your illnesses. The best room in the whole city was rented just for you. And after leaving, no one will even think that the president stayed here. The security service doesn't leave a single fingerprint or hair from the glorious ruler. Everyone's already waiting for you. Say nothing, just smile and wave your hand. I just knew that the U.S. president wouldn't send a meeting invitation on WhatsApp. Arnold, I have bad news. All governments all around the world have been overthrown, and they're now each ruled by dictators. Yes, on the one hand, it's good. No one will leave their countries anymore, and everyone will work for their country's well-being and standing in the world. But on the other hand, under such regimes, most people won't live in houses or residential complexes, but in prisons, because the laws of the countries will be very strict and sometimes even really strange. You can forget about the benefits of civilization. Foreign economic relations aren't needed anymore, and each country will now work just for itself. But what that means is if before there wasn't any heavy industry in your country, like, for example, making vehicles, now you won't be able to get a new car, and all you can ever hope for is some crappy bicycle at best. And I'm not saying that all social media has disappeared, but now you can only have private conversations with your friends somewhere deep in the woods. And now, even if you want a haircut, your hairstyle will need to get an approval from the local administration. And there are just a limited number of government-approved hairdos. But what's most frightening is that all countries now suspect each other of being a potential threat. So, almost all resources of every country are invested in military buildups. And alas, one of these days, somebody's gonna break down and hit that big red button. Arnold, was that sound from you? I told you, because of your stupidity, AI is gonna destroy all of humanity. Or maybe not all. A nuclear explosion will destroy about 3,000 square kilometers. In total, there are about 362 million square kilometers suitable for destruction on Earth. To destroy everything, it would take around 128,000 warheads. This is 10 times more than there are in the world. Arnie, are you ready for a nuclear war? Good news, part of humanity will survive. The only question is, for how long? Canned food is a great choice. Yeah, that last can was one too many. But what do you think, Arnold? How long will you last without plants? In Svalbard, an international seed vault has been built. It contains more than 900,000 seeds, but can hold up to 2 billion. That's enough to revive all the flora of the Earth. Or at least it'll provide something to eat during long nuclear winter nights. You're pretty well set up, buddy. Chips, water, plants, canned food, medicine, even a computer. But it seems that you've forgotten the most important thing. One nuclear explosion on average will release 50 tons of dust into the atmosphere. The dust from the explosion of all nuclear weapons on Earth could cover 50 to 85% of the Earth's sky. But modern computer models promise that a nuclear winter will last no more than 1 month. Things ain't so bad, Arnold. There aren't enough nuclear weapons on the entire Earth to destroy all of civilization. There are many victims, but the nuclear apocalypse has been canceled. The year is 1945, the end of World War II and the creation of the UN. 51 countries signed a mandate for the organization, whose goal is global security. Today, the UN consists of 193 countries, and so far, no country has been excluded from membership. What's next, Arnold? Will you become the king of Aquatopia? I didn't think I'd say this, but the royal attire suits you. Your Majesty King Arnold. I wonder, will your first decree be something about banning Diet Cola? Oh, the cost of the Iraq War for the USA was $1.3 trillion. If the UN disappears, then over 120,000 peacekeeping soldiers in 15 countries around the world will be at risk, and wars will flare up again in these countries. And that means the entire world economy will suffer. And who are these people? So, to get a passport, you just have to pay? This smells like a scam, already familiar to us from the Principality of Sealand, where they sold 150,000 passports for $1,000 each. Under your rule, Arnold, Aquatopia has become the most corrupt country in the world. The longest UN meeting made it into the record books and lasted 14 months, or 4,000 hours. The result was a peace agreement regarding the Suez Canal. Congratulations, Arnold. The UN has declared Aquatopia to be a rogue state and has blocked all your borders.